getting nerves for Bobby there.
Look at, if we have a squat battle, judging off Jad, judging off Bobby, looks pretty close. Both of them handled their opener, but a little bit laborious. Let's see what the second attempts look as the reigning 63-kilo junior world champion, Alba Ballstrom, absolutely set the junior world championships ablaze, hitting a total big enough to win every single weight class, all the way up to 84 pluses, and would have podiumed in the 84 pluses, no less. A star in the making. 182.5. It's going to be close on that depth.
I think she's good. Hopefully the referees think the same.
Yep. Close, but nails it in. 3 white lights. The reigning open world champion, Meghan Scanlon from the U.S. Meghan, longtime veteran of the game. I remember her back in 2019 World Championships, breaking world records. And here she is in 2025, looking to defend her place.
And still improving, still adding kilos to her total now. Did 562.5 at a local meet in the States.
Mid-30s, a mother, and the current world champion under heavy fire with a rising star, Alba Ballstrom, and the return of Leah Babwa in the weight class. 185 for Meghan Scanlon.
Now we'd expect to see her go north of 200 if all goes well.
That looks good, and that was smooth.
It was. I think everyone's been extra careful to get the depth in. You don't want to miss your opener at Sheffield. One missed lift.
Or where that came from. As the bar gets loaded for Leah Babwa. Leah, world champion in the 63s, world champion in the 69s. Agatha Shitko made an appearance in the 69s, and Leah thought, you know what? Good time to make my return. Will she reclaim the 63-kilo throne? 205.
This should tell us a lot about what sort of shape she's in. Is she fully recovered from her back injury? Haven't seen a lot of her training, so hopefully this opening squat will move well.
Joe, what is the world record squat in the 63s?
It is Leah's, it's 213.
We're awfully close to that already. Let's see how 205 moves.
She has the 63 and 69 kilo squat world records.
Wow.
A little bit of work, but you know, I think she might be in range.
3 white lights. Getting a new gear and looking even more confident as she leaves the platform after her second attempt. And Bobby getting the late call that she'll be involved at Sheffield. What a story that would be if she could leave with a world record. Alba Ballstrom.
Of course, it was Bobby's world record for quite a long time before Jad took it.
190 for the Swedish sensation. The junior star could be a massive breakthrough star here in the battle of the 63s.
And she nailed that. I think she's got a few more kilos to come as well.
2-1, it's good. And you know, I seen her in training make easy work of 190. Looked a little bit harder than I had anticipated here on the Sheffield platform, but you never know. You add a little bit of weight, you add a little bit of intensity, she might nail her third, but I want to see how much she's going to put on as Meghan Scanlon looks to reply. The open world champion looking to push back the charge of the junior star with 195. Meghan, years and years in the game, establishing herself, making her first Sheffield appearance. She's earned it the hard way.
She has, and she's not going to out-squat Leah, but she's got a huge bench, and now she's nailed the elbow. That will really bring her forward.
Adaptability is the name of the game if you're going to last that long.
Yeah, she looks happy with that. Look, side, red light for depth, and there's more than this. Slightly higher body weight fair, but she was never a full 69. She was always a very light 69. I think she's got it.
The conversation, could she make 63 comfortably? It looks like she has. The confidence is there. She's got her swagger back as she stalks the weight on the platform. France, not far away, a lot of French in the crowd.
So this will move Leah up to second place. But I think that's just in squats. I don't think we're looking at the overall total percentage there, just the squat.
10.
Oh, it's there.
2:14 and a world record it is. Leah Bavois strikes hard in the battle of the 63s.
That's her first world record of Sheffield. It won't be the last.
Bobby getting the late call and deciding load up the world record. It is Sheffield after all. 195 for Sweden's Alba Bostrom. Alba making fast progress. You see Joey in the corner giving her last minute instructions. 190 was work, but 5 kilos seems reasonable.
Top
what do you
score
think?
so far is 193, but I agree. It looked on a second, it looked like she had 5 kilos more.
A personal best on the platform, judging off her training, seems to be proper pacing. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And
she's used a lot of energy fighting that bar. It looked like it was going to come up in stages, but she hit a wall halfway.
I'm going to have to see that replay. For a second there, I thought she was paused, but not coming back down. 202.5 for Meghan Scanlon. So the junior star threatening Meghan, and Alba with a bigger total at juniors than she had in the open and bigger total than Meghan had in the open, but the head-to-head is all that matters, and Meghan has proven, historically speaking, she rises to the occasion on those head-to-heads. Well, here we are.
Matches her best squatting competition.
The battle of the 63s. A lot of hype and a lot of people saying, kicking off 2025, this is probably going to be the battle of the year in the women's division. Wow. With room to spare, Meghan does it.
She
2
gets that
to
call
1.
from the front again.
And you knew it was there. Agatha Shitko, 3 for 3 in the squat events. And Leah Bavois, just a 2.5 kilo jump, but a world record, obviously breaking the world record in her second attempt, and 2.5 kilos could be pivotal as we move forward, not only in the battle of the 63s, but also in the overall.
And psychologically as well, it's going to be great for her having chipped that record, because that performance she did at the UK Arnold was the highest score at the time of anyone in the world. So it was a peak performance for her.
A lot of question marks around Leah as she moves back down. Can she return to previous form? Every kilo will count. Leah, a member of the roster in every Sheffield so far. Multiple-time world champion, 2 different weight classes.
Now she's going to give away some weight on bench, so she needs to nail this squat, get as many kilos as she can right here.
Oh, and she's fighting her way right to lockout.
What a fantastic battle that was.
2-1, it's in, and Leah Bavois, prime for the challenge. And up next, Leah Bavois. Coming into the event, there were some question marks. She was very open and transparent with some of the physical injuries she had been dealing with coming into this prep. Also, of course, dropping down to 63, you never know how that might go, but answering those questions with a huge squat, breaking the world record in her second attempt, breaking the world record in her third attempt, pardon me, sorry, leaving just 214, not getting 216.5, but opening with 110.
Her best in this weight class is 112.5. So it looks like we're going to be north of that today.
I'm wondering, should she go to tie that?
A couple of years.
Didn't hit the squat she wanted, but can gain ground on the bench, gain ground on the deadlifts. A lot of lifting left to go. Alba Bostrom, 132.5, and Alba has a fantastic bench press. Interesting enough, her previous personal best, 133.5. We are awfully close to that, Joe. How do you feel about opening that heavy?
Oh, I'll answer you after she's done the bench.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't easy.
For an opener, and it's only a kilo off her personal best. Doesn't look like she has a lot of room left to grow from there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a hard bench to predict, though. She sinks a long way, and then in order to meet the bench depth, and then pops back up. So it's hard to read.
If you like big benches, you're gonna love this. 137.5, Meghan Scanlon. Meghan, one of the few ladies to go 3 for 3 in the squat event, the current world champion.
And one of the few ladies here today who's got a chance at the bench record, which is a 143.5 Carola Garrow.
She's previously hit 147.5. $10 kilos away from that. She's adapted well with the new, well, not so new bench depth rule. Modified her game. Looks good from my angle. Judges agree.
No drama at all. So she's pretty close to that bench.
If she can hit that 112.5, it'll be just half a kilo below her previous personal best, as Leah Bavois has 117.5 loaded. Leah dropping down in weight, but maintaining that big 69 kilo bench press. If she can keep this pacing. It's a big jump, though, in the bench press event.
Yeah, well, she was second last year. But she's going to have to really push the boat out to get on the podium this year. I kind of thought she'd be up there. I was expecting to see Leah at the top of the 63s and close to the podium, but the standard from everyone else has been so high. She's currently tracking as 8th. Long way to go yet, though.
I'm very interested to see how this moves. 125 is a 69. Hit 125 in prep for this, but I'm not sure where the body weight was at. If she can maintain this pacing at bench press, it's going to be a big total.
I'm not sure 125's there today.
3 wire lights, look at 125 might not be there, but 170 bench press event.
Probably not going to push on to 140 though, I wouldn't think. Maybe 137.5.
Alba Bostrom, we thought, had a little bit of a struggle, 132.5, and it was just a kilo behind her personal best, and 137.5. How do you feel about this jump, Joe?
I think the jump's fine. 5 kilos is fine from where she was. I'm more concerned that she did get a red card infraction from one of the referees. So as it gets heavier, we might see that more.
I'm not so sure due to 132.5, I thought was a little bit more work, but yeah.
Yeah, not going.
So this is where I was concerned. The way 132.5 moved, I thought maybe a conservative approach. Here's the problem. You miss your second.
Yeah.
If you miss your third, you enter the deadlifts with some negative momentum as opposed to positive.
But
Difficult to rebound.
She's had to do a lot of technical work to get her elbows down. So the more technical your bench press is, the more likely you are to miss for those reasons. To be honest, I was expecting her to get that, to be honest. I know it was the first one was tough.
Meghan Scanlon, 142.5. And in contrast, 5 kilos below her personal best. Meghan looking to add kilos, take a bit of a safer route. I think it's a good decision. 137.5 moved well. World record.
It's just below, it's a kilo below the world record.
And the 147, if you're wondering, at a national level.
But if she gets this, there's nowhere else to go but take the world record.
And after you move past the world record, of course, you're moving up 0.5 and the options really open up. You don't have to move up 2.5. And in the bench press, that's big. It's an advantage. Oh, wow. That looked like it might have been a wobble and not necessarily strength. Bar path issue.
No, I agree. I don't think that was strength. I think she just got the lift.
And it's not every day you get a last-minute call and end up temporarily in the lead with the 57-kilo world champ. Of course, Jad has a monster deadlift coming. But Bobby, a great account of herself. And speaking of great accounts of herself, 122.5 for Leah Bavois. Monster bench press for Leah. 125 is her 69-kilo bench press. That's huge in the 63s. Personal best in the squat for this weight class. Personal best in the bench press in this weight class. And pacing for a personal best total. Is it enough to regain the throne in this weight class? We're going to find out.
So, of course, her 125 was in the 69s, but she was only 66.5 kilos. So she's not had to come down too far.
The 63-kilo women was too close to call with so many accolades. If she could hold form. Whoa.
Fortunately not. Bench does get hit quite hard when you do the weight cuts.
Loaded for Alba. And Joe, can she make the correction and get back on track?
I expected her to get the 137.5. I thought it'd be on the limit, but I thought she'd get it. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Now, sometimes with these bench presses, you fail a lift and it looks like you're not even close, but it's just the way you fail with that particular setup and that particular benching style. This might still be in reach.
Oh. No, not quite. So she was not where she expected to be on bench press today.
All is not lost. She's got a big dead. So you can make these kind of jumps. You could swing for the fences if you will.
Sure, but possibly 137.5 would have gone. It's always easy to make the call afterwards though, isn't it?
That's right. 142.5 for reigning 63-kilo world champion Meghan Scanlon. Missed this on her second, looking to retake it on her third. And we both said, you know, the way Meghan benches, it's an all or nothing. Very difficult to grind at times. So while she failed it on her second, we thought it looked like it might have been the way that it came off her chest.
Yeah, I think so. And she didn't use up a lot of energy fighting with it either. It came up, it went down again.
Could it be a miscrew?
No, benches are not going well today.
So if you're Alba Bostrom, you went 1 for 3. It's okay, sort of.
Yeah, she did a little bit of a strut as she walked off the platform.
Leah Bavois, 197.5. Leah, so far today, 2 for 2 in squat. 2 for 3 in squat, 2 for 3 in the bench press. but pacing still rather high. She hits this, her total is 529.
Now, she did have this record back last time she was at 63 in 2022. It's changed hands a couple of times since then, currently with Betty Abora, who is in the crowd. I just saw her.
Yeah, Leah's got a lot more where that came from.
Okay, that is 3 white lights and a good lift for Leah. 200 on the bar now.
Looking to answer back, Meghan Scanlon with a 200-kilo deadlift, and not very often. Previously, what I've said, Meghan is opening heavier than Leah Babel on the deadlift.
And that big bench has meant she'll be 10 kilos ahead as well if she gets it.
Yeah, in the battle of the 63s, this deadlift will put her at 540. Leah right now at 529. Alba, should she hit her opening pull, 532 and a half. Smooth.
That's a good lift for Meghan. 3 white lights.
Nice and easy, harbinger of things to come.
And talk about an improvement on that deadlift for Meghan Scanlon. Previously a liability, now a weapon. Alba Ballstrom, 210 kilos for opening pull. And Alba, once she hits this, only 7.5 kilos behind Meghan. Definitely close enough to pull ahead. Ain't over yet. A little bit tougher on the lockout.
Yeah, I don't think she's had the day she wanted, really. It was hard to know where she's...
Yeah, it definitely slows as she gets it past the kneecaps. I think they're going to take a relatively conservative third attempt as Meghan Scanlon loads 215. And Meghan, the progress on her deadlift. She's been working with Kelly Mann of Australia, and the progress she's been making in her mid-30s, a mother, works full-time, and having that second wind in her career. It's inspirational.
So this will give her 555. The world record is at 557 and a half.
And Meghan equaling her personal best on her second attempt. Let's see how it moves. And as you said, Carola Gara, 557 and a half. We're getting close. Meghan might establish herself as the strongest 63 that ever lived here at Sheffield.
There was some uncertainty around about the knee level there, so she came through.
I tell you what, it was difficult, but I think if she loads 5 kilos, she might take the total world record from Carola Gara. And this is Carola Gara, no less. Multiple-time world champion in 2 different weight classes, in and out of equipment, world games champion. When you take a world record off an athlete like that, it says a lot. Speaking of multiple weight class world champions, legend in the making, Leah Babwa, 217.5.
We have her 63s lifted back to back. So Meghan just got 555. This will give Leah 549. And if Alba gets hers, 542. So it's still really tight.
Yeah, you could definitely see Leah within one deadlift of surpassing Meghan, because Meghan had to work for that second attempt. Oh, it's going to be too close to call, Joe. It's going to be too close to call, and Leah likely to pull last.
I think Leah had a bit more in the tank than Meghan too.
Oh, wow. The greatest battle the 63-kilo class has ever seen is unfolding. Alba Ballstrom, the junior world champion, 220.
So Meghan leading the 63s, but she's also all the way up in second place right now, ahead of Evie.
Pay attention to the direct battles. Pay attention to the overall. A lot going on here. Alba struggles, but gets it.
lights. They are white.
3 white lights and it's good.
Podium is currently Agata, Carlina, and Sunita.
220 loaded for Meghan Scanlon. This will give her a 560 total over the world record of 557 held by Carola Gara, and temporarily in the lead for the battle of the 63s, and temporarily pushes her into second place overall.
This is huge.
This is a pivotal 5 kilos on her total, historic in terms of her weight division, massive in terms of overall. What a story if she can end up on that podium. Just at the knees, but she's refusing to give. And Meghan, oh, just a lockout.
You know, I don't think that was quite going to go, but what a gutsy pull. Huge heart.
Meghan finishes with 5:55. And now all eyes on Leah Babwa. Look how calm Leah is, though. Holy moly. 227 and a half.
That looks like confidence to me, Ryan.
This will put her up at 559 and over the total world record.
Good enough for a provisional second place in total and a world record.
This gets her onto the podium with 6 lifters to go.
Leah Babwa, is it a triumphant return to the 63s? Does she reclaim the 63 kilo title, or throne, sorry? In the greatest battle this division has ever seen.
This will give her 559, put her 1.5 kilos on Carola Gara's total world record.
If she pulls this off and ends up on the podium, what a rebound from Lithuania. 217.5 moved well. Oh, not today.
No, not going. So that leaves her with 549. So is this an opportunity now for Alba?
And for what it's worth, Alba, who will have the same total as Meghan, actually weighed lighter. I realize this isn't like the Worlds, where they win on body weight, but for the battle of the 63s, and overall, it'll put her into second. Will a star emerge in the 63s? It's a big ask. 12.5 kilos over her second pull. Oh! Nope, knees locked early.
Afraid not. That was just a bit too much.
And these ladies leaving it all on the platform today. So as we wait for the athletes to make their way onto the platform, we have a couple seconds here to look back at some of these performances.
It's been a very different Sheffield, in my opinion. We've seen a lot bigger performances on the